Oh, they got them. All right, so I'm starting recording here, and I'm gonna put a movie up here and just let it record. So yeah, we're gonna rewatch the video to close out our thought process, and then see if we need to add any more information. Using the TCL 30Z phone to do the video recording. And we're using, I forget what this is, a Vizio, and in my first card thing, one of the first 2 card videos, if you put on the subtitle, it has the TV information on there as well. So in case you want to hack this and send us information, just do it that way. All right, that's us. So we're gonna have to rewind it a little bit. We're gonna start from the beginning. I may read some times that I may not. Just follow the audio all day. All right. So, Dontorius, what was your take before I start this of yesterday's conversation and helping out Army and Brian?
I think I could have did better in my references.
Okay.
Especially seeing that I had a little bit more room to work with.
Yeah.
But I kept thinking of how he spoke about coffee and how it actually worked, and like I saw it work in my real life.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Do you know my reference of coffee?
No.
All right, it's a neurological response. Like when you're in a business meeting or a classroom and the teacher says, we found out someone did this, and that's exactly what you did, and then all of a sudden it's the wide eye, or it's the cough, the throat cough, or and then you're like, it's a neurological response. So that's the connective property there. So you have a fee with every lie you withhold, and it'll come out no matter what. And that's why officers in the medical industry constantly question you, because they're trying to get the lies out through your body language. So as long as you're not lying, you have no problem.
So coffee.
Yeah. All right. And my only thing yesterday is you were trying to at the very end. Here. Let's see what we got. Do you mind if I got the camera facing down? So I'll turn this around. All right, we'll just leave it like that. That way the people that like to do 3D mapping can map everything. That's an 11 by 8.5 piece of paper. Now you have measurements of the entire room. Super simple. Scary, but super simple.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and start. You good?
Yeah.
All right. Alright, so this camera has been a delay problem all day, so maybe I don't want to show that. Alright, so this is the video. And this is where I had synchronicities outside while he was working on. So they said walk it out or something on this, and the gentleman next door just walked out of his apartment, and then anyways, synchronicity is what I would call it, or coincidence, whatever you want to define it as. I am going to place this. I've already written the body of what I'm going to do for that video. This top part was in conjunction. It was added into one of the definitions of the 2 videos prior. We're sitting at a new tape. All right, so the reason why I do this is because each technology item has its own frequency, AI, or technology. So if that company decides they want to share that information, they can make money off of it. They're like, we have this guy, he listed this tech. We don't have your code. Can we use it to recreate a 3D image based off sound, image, or just, no audio, just movement? So it's a mapping thing. But the problem is each company has their own watermarks, basically, that you don't know about. It's written in the binary code. Just like printers, you don't know. When it prints out, there's always little errors that pop up. That's because in case someone writes a bomb or a threat, they know which printer they used. They call the company and they get the buyer's information, and then they backtrack through that. So you can use it for good or bad, but that's why I always give too much information in the beginning and then just let it go.
Right now, because normally I would draw the room as it is. So there's a camera right there. All right, we got it. This is all you need to know. There's a TV here. I'm normally right here. The orphan tears used to be here until they wouldn't let us eat them anymore.
Yeah.
Remember the orphan tears? They used to
Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't know it.
All right, there was a candy machine right here, and people were solely focused on the Reese's M&Ms that they were jiggling out of there.
Oh, yeah.
And then the advertisement screen on the thing said orphan tears. So you guys were eating orphan tears. Now, were they sad or happy? They were definitely from third world countries.
Apparently, it wasn't much of a business there.
Yeah, that was skeet on our part. I mean, he was a teen. He was trying to be an entrepreneur. He was working with what he got, but maybe put an art thing on there, just a simple piece of paper on top.
Rice.
Yeah, saying this, or let us know what it's for. I'm raising money for a summer camp or something. You know, don't leave orphan tears and guilt me in. I'm just going to jiggle it now because my brain's going to go, what's going on here? I'm supposed to make him cry Reese's Pieces.
Lock to get the candy. I normally do my stuff right here on my end film with a halo and a camera, which is usually my smartphone, AT&T. I'm recording with the Vista currently over here with the halo, and that's the Vista. And you just saw the video with the I forget the TCL 30Z. It's AT&T as well. It's prepaid, and it has the old USB. This one and this one has USB-C, and then this one is actually in either at a hospital.
I only use AT&T because of a delusion I had. Period.
Yeah.
A time traveling company. I thought I was a time traveler because of an emergency situation I had in college. But someone told me that I was in two places at once. That's physically impossible. So I've been trying to prove that person right ever since because I cared for the person.
Yeah.
So, and I sort of did, but everyone's now trying to catch up and they don't know. Now AT&T, when you call them, their customer service says, we can record this conversation for betterment of our service or whatever. They've reverted it over the years. I go, you're recording this conversation, right? I'm like, I'm going to use it as a journal of my crazy thoughts. I'm like, I know this is going to help. You need to send this through the thing and hold on to it until the technology catches up. So I was journaling to their AI. So I kind of cheated.
Yeah.
But then they were sending me all sorts of free stuff because they didn't know whether I was completely insane or not, because I was close enough to making sense, but crazy enough to show that I was hurting. So they always send me free phones, gave me thousands of dollars and all this other stuff.
Oh, shit.
Took many. I think I got like $6,000 total from AT&T, but they were really helpful, and now I'm paying it back. So AT&T is an amazing company. They pretty much own all the towers across America in conjunction with your singular cable service. So they're trying to do a transition over from, they're switching technologies, which we're not supposed to know about. Okay.
Center Point St. Charles are in shipment back to this location with my state ID and my debit card. So that's for the OCD people that want to know all the details of the moment leading up to this. Okay?
Material first contact.
Okay, correct. So I put a link in the description right here. I don't know which link it is. I think it's the second to last one.
There's a book.
The first contact is a book. Material.
Yes. Law of One.
Okay, Law of One.
Law of One, Raw Material, First Contact. It's a book about the sessions they took in the 70s to contact Ra, sun god,
Okay.
and they did exactly what you're doing.
Right.
They bathe all the materials and they set up the things and reported it on a device
Right.
for later.
Yeah, they talk about the green tablets too, and every time you read it, it tells you a new piece of knowledge. I don't understand any of that mythology, but basically I came up with my own thing. No one talks about the sexy man, and I call that the letter R. Because in the alphabet, A is the first instruction set. It's capital A. When you start a sentence, it's capital and then lowercase, you're soft on the rest of it. This is the most important item you need to focus on. This starts it, and then it ends with your point or period. So, and then period kind of transition over to women love words. So, but that's men jargon.
I didn't know that.
But Ra is R-A. So no one talks about the sexy man Ra. They talk about Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
So, but
in Chicago, I had a understanding that I was on Ra's boat.
Okay.
And that every time I would fall asleep somewhere, my feminine pairs would be talking to snakes and doing deals with them in order to push my body into the next dimension.
Right, the next step forward. So basically, I apologize, I kind of tore you a new one when I was drunk one time, but I cut apart your she talk, S-H-E, and you just explained it too, snakes. S is the literal snake. It's your sound coming out of your mouth. We addressed that in this video near the end.
We did?
Yeah. You're more of a mental person, all right? You have body issues, and your communication is usually not listened to, and then blames it on your body malfunctioning. When in reality, you know exactly what you're doing. Period. That's it. You're trying to get to the next step. You're creating this game. All right. I'm just a mere note in your story, is all I'm doing. So I'm trying to explain it in such a way that everyone can understand you better. And it's on you to take the next step. So, and that's a lot of hot air, or S's, or wind, if you turn it sideways S. So, all right.
Yeah, I think it's this one right here. All this will be engulfed into the unholy. No, that's not it. It's one of these things. I think it's this one. The one right before it.
Do you know what unholy is? It's not Swiss cheese. It's a cheddar cheese. Okay? It is complete. It is full. There is no holes in the logic. It's unholy. But yet when you watch that video, it's all transvestites of men dancing with each other. Except for the one hot lady in the room. Which you don't talk about the lady in the red dress. And that's when you write stuff up.
That one that you showed me.
Sam Smith, Unholy. Yeah.
That one music video you showed me when we first met?
Maybe. I showed you a lot of stuff, and I
don't know. A girl called,
Sam Smith was dressed as very close to a female outfit. And then the rest of them were hot women, but if you look closely, they were all men.
I didn't see that.
Okay, well, that's because you didn't have your glasses. And I apologize for that. I realize that now that I know you this well.
So I say I am porn, dontorius is corn with a C, and Brian is corn with a K. So that's what this conversation, because we're in the Bible Belt dealing with God's neck. Yeah, I know. All right, we're going to try to keep this light. So, do you mind?
Yeah, what you did with Rob, kept it light.
Okay. I asked dontorius to watch this video as Brian's first video, and we're trying to get him off on the right foot. I got to make sure it's in there.
Isn't it supposed to be light?
No,
there we go.
Yeah.
So you didn't see any of that.
My smartphone, the A114, automatically does it for me, so I forget to tap the screen.
The floor is all wonky. Well, this is his, and we've got all that. And this may be upside down if I post it. I'll have to see if I have to flip it. So, anyway, anyways, this is his, and this is what I'll be working off of. So, give me a brief overview of what you interpreted from that latches to what struck you and your experiences in life.
Coffee.
Coffee. Okay, what about coffee?
The very taste of the coffee making my serotonin rise.
Okay.
Is what I felt when he was talking about it.
So you were using your past experiences with coffee, so just the mere word of it brought back up, like
Bruce Springsteen or Lenny Kravitz.
Okay, you're gonna have to explain that because those are just random. Hold on. Those are just random words to the average person. Bruce Springsteen, Lenny Kravitz. I know you get your information through internet and sound and communication with words. And for you have a sight vision, so reading is really your job. It takes a lot out of you.
Reading and writing.
And since your easier communication is sound and people don't really listen to you, you're actually doing a hard footwork here and people aren't understanding that. If they would just give you a moment and ask the right questions of the right people, like you, they'd be able to figure out that you're got this mixed language communication already set up for your game. You're just trying to figure out how to translate it to the general public. Okay? We already know this. But Lenny Kravitz, when you say shit like Lenny Kravitz and Bruce Springsteen's, no correlation for anyone else. We can't have those types of talks when we're trying to explain your process to the community. So
I try to explain it on paper, and it just blows my mind. But
keep it as short as possible. Sorry, we can always come back to it later, but
Bruce Springsteen is like the known body, right?
Of the American status symbol.
Of the American status.
Born in the USA.
So when you grew up, you always had that. You know what I'm talking about.
Right.
That's what like a French person saying, "Where's Texas?"
We Bruce fucking hate Canada. Anyways.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Where's Canada? Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah. Anyways, go ahead. Texas steers and queers. We understand that. We're not talking about that. Anyways, how does Lenny Kravitz fit into that?
They keep my friend Patrick that I was telling you about.
All right, now Patrick Starr from SpongeBob.
No,
he's not that famous.
O'Brien.
Okay.
Yeah, he keeps picking on me about the fields of green and how I didn't know what Lenny Kravitz was because to him, the person that was at the top popularity
at the moment
was not Bruce Springsteen.
Yeah.
Lenny Kravitz.
Oh, because of his American status. And he got really famous because of that Canadian comedian who did Austin Powers. Yeah. That's the only reason why that song blew up. It's because everyone was laughing their ass off. All right, I think we're good. Can we move on? We could always come back in another video. Okay.
I'm going to associate this with this.
We had a conversation earlier trying to help someone. You're welcome to sit in here and watch. Right. You said Interstellar and what else? All right, we'll just cut it here. We'll We'll do a two-part.
Matrix.
Okay? Yeah, we'll eat dinner.
Matrix.
I'll go smoke.
And then wasn't there another one you said that was unrelated to this?
All right, because this is what we got to talk about. Because you did a left turn here. You gave me another movie, and then you said Smallville out of nowhere, which you were referencing. Yeah, you were referencing our first conversation about the aliens, and I was just railroading the fucking conversation. So I knew you were saying, stop doing it. Stop railroading what I'm trying to do. So I'm like, I know you hate Canadians. All right, so we're at this point. Yeah. The proposal. No meta stuff, right?